it's me, Dora V here, and today I will be doing something that's a bit different for Berserkmas Day 15, and that is Falconia at large, like what is supposedly humanity's dream. So, how will Falconia be as a society? What kind of future will they have? And I am using the Tree of Life because I feel like it's pretty fitting, considering that there is this tree that they go through, and Sonia uses it, and Griffith uses it, and that tree is going to be branching all the way to Elfhelm because I just know these things. And yeah, this tree. So I thought it fitting to use this, and it even looks like a tree. So anyway, let's begin, shall we? Jesus, how many reversals? Oh, good lord. So there we go. Like, I can't see. Where's the thingy? Thank you. God damn. So where the hell do I start? Yikes. I'll start with spiritually. The Nine of Swords. So spiritually, they're gonna be in hell. It's reversed, but don't go thinking it's any better because it isn't. Nine of Swords is usually like anxiety and worries, and it is killing you. And reversed really isn't much better. Imprisonment, suspicion, doubt, fear, shame. Ha, ha, ha. So I guess, like, spiritually, they're in prison, which I imagine makes a lot of sense, seeing as that, according to other Griffith fans, without him, they would be wholesale eaten. Gee, thanks. So I think eventually there will be a lot of suspicion and doubt and possible shame for, I guess, being just the circumstances. But spiritually speaking, they're not going to be doing very well at all. And maybe they just don't want to mess with that anymore. But I know that they'll, like, fear, like, when they find out about Elfhelm, they'll definitely be afraid of it and suspicious of new arrivals. But imprisonment, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But let's see what this place has to say. Yeah, it's like really sucks. This is the Nine of Swords reversed, but Nightmare card, too many anxieties, and total insomnia. Like, they're ignoring their problems. Yeah, that's possible too. Like, they can wake up. So it does, however, have some comfort that maybe you're worrying too much and you need to stop worrying. So maybe there's a lot of worries that they need to stop doing. So, oh no, the reverse means she gets tossed out of bed and Nikki falls on her head. I just did a poem there. No, yeah, so they're just total, like, there's just no rest for the wicked. Okay, Falconia? Yeah, see, yeah, either way, it's just garbage to your sword. See, or like they're trying to stick their heads in the sand, they're not thinking at all about them, and it's not gonna make them go away. Yikes, yeah, so, yeah, a lot of, trying to be ostriches and just sticking their heads in the sand. It's just not good. It is not good upright, it's not good downright, it is just not good. Their spirituality is trash. And swords. Lots of them. Oh, Jesus Christ. How about... God, where the hell do I go from here? Intelligence. We got temperance reversed, which means probably absolutely no self-control whatsoever. Their intelligence is getting out of control. Let's see. So, it's... yeah, finding something. It's... they got the wrong ones. Oh no! This isn't just a formula that fails to work. It's just one that goes horribly wrong. So that's their intelligence. That maybe just Falconia at large. Like, they're not distrusted because they were whatever they were. They're distrusted because they're not as smart as they think they are, maybe. Like, something like that. Like, their solution is really only making things worse. So, like, if there are groups brought together, it'll bring out the worst in each other, and rather than getting peace, you get war. Yeah, I really can't see that happening in Falconia itself. And in terms of intelligence, I don't know. You know, that, yeah, they're not really mixing. So, like oil and water, they just don't mix. I guess that's the intelligence. I guess their spy networks are failing. Who knows? Family, yeah, an attempt to merge two families doesn't work. A mergers fail. Cooperation's not really working. Yeah, and then like the person trying to negotiate doesn't say or do the right thing to get them to agree and unify. So just a big, huge mess in terms of intelligence. To be fair, though, a lot of are uneducated. So that might be why. Like, I don't think that they're necessarily stupid. It's that they're uneducated. And maybe, like, nobles could be trying to deny them education. So that basically makes them pissy and they don't like that. So there's a lot of fighting that only Griffith can deal with. And maybe he tries to deal with it and it only makes things worse. Nah, I don't think he's going to have a problem. No one's fucking with him. But I think that without him, yeah, I think there will be a lot of shit happening. And they're just oil and water. They just won't mix. And then, let's see. Like the angels feel. Yeah, like they're just ain't mixing. Mixing. See, all the angel can do is about mixing the elements, and the drive desire to do so is vanishing. It's a nice dream to synthesize these opposites into a unified, unique whole, but no one involved with that dream can currently make it a reality. Ooh, so intelligence, like, unless they get a really good education, like, they're in a lot of trouble. A lot of fighting. Yikes. At least in terms of intelligence. This ain't good. Damn. How about wisdom? It's a page of swords. Reversed again. In terms of wisdom, I guess they just ain't wise. The evil side of authority, unforeseen unprepared state, sickness. So they're going to be a bunch of fools. But again, like, if they're deprived of an education and it stays that way, there's going to be a lot of foolishness. But I think a lot of the foolishness is not going to be coming from, like, the people at large, but I guess the rulers, see the authority overseeing, and the evil sides will be revealed, and that pretty much just ruins everything for the people in Falconia. In other words, it'll just be a whole bunch of shit. God damn, this isn't a good future. Jesus, what a garbage society. I've always been suspicious, and it looks like this deck is confirming it. Damn. Unprepared state, unforeseen. Let's see here. I like this site, despite the ads. See here, like, the Page of Swords is lying, gossiping, being a know-it-all, spreads stories, says inappropriate things, waste his time in computer, do not trust this person with a secret, they won't keep it. So there's a lot of that crap going on in Falconia in terms of their choices. It says reflecting problems, messages that contain gossip, inaccurate stories, news of illness, negative legal matters. Yeah, a lot of shit's gonna be going down there for sure. Not a good sign. Maybe your Cedar will go over there and beat the shit out of them. I don't know, but I think it's just as likely that people are gonna make a lot of mistakes. Lots of them, especially without Griffith there to keep things together. Why do you have to rely on him so much? That's part of the problem. And fuck the nobles too, because I feel like the more they try to deprive the people because, oh no, they might challenge our rule, the more likely that's exactly what's gonna happen. When people revolt, I'd say 9 times out of 10, they have a damn good reason for doing it. And the elites tend to give people those reasons to revolt, whether they intend to or not. Oh, it's not looking good for Falconia so far. Conflicts. Page of Pentacles. Also reversed. Oh, god damn. So I guess they're going to be fighting over money, dissipation, liberality, luxury, unfavorable news. No, there's that. Conflicts, so I guess a lot of money problems. Let's see. Cares too much about money. And then good coffee, separate checks. Okay, well, I don't think that's so bad. I mean, come on. But I guess, like, well, like, so, like, I don't see how that's necessarily bad, though. Yeah, like, only his share, like, so? Like, what's wrong with that? He's in his area, don't step into his cubicle, don't touch anything. Very unhelpful? Whoa, that's not good. And some of that's good, though. I mean, I don't see anything, but that unhelpful? Well, that's pretty shitty. So I guess that people will be very unhelpful? That's pretty sad. But it doesn't have to be a person, though. I tend to forget that. Could be a message, money. business affairs in reverse, and it's bad news about money, bad news about business, bad news about health, bad news, bad news, bad news. And like if you win the lottery, you get the lottery curse or whatever, just bad things. So a lot of conflicts over money and legal matters. Damn, that's no shit. So much for humanity's dream. God damn. How about that compassion? How about that? Ugh. The Page of Cups. Another page that's reversed. This speaks volumes, boys and girls. Taste, attachment, seduction, deception. Oh my god. The Page of Cups, like, let's see. Like, wet blanket. I guess their compassion is, like, they are wet blankets, basically. Yeah, we've talked about this before. Compassionate wet blanket. That's their compassion. Like, grudgingly, and it cried too easily. Maybe they're too compassionate. Maybe their compassion is a wet blanket, like I said. And then it's hard to deal with anybody. But it could also be messages again, like a bunch. Their compassion is just in a form of sadness, a lot of sorrow, a lot of problems, a lot of trouble. God damn, fuck this place. Jesus, but I think this could be happening with or without Griffith, because I think in the end, Griffith don't give a shit. He doesn't care anymore. He said it himself, his heart's frozen. Damn. So, how about growth? Ah, 2 of Cups. That's not so bad. Ah, isn't that precious? So, here, like, at least they're going to be growing. Like, love, passion, friendship, union. So I guess, like, in terms of growth and expanding, Griffith can have his Lebensraum, Falconia can expand. They'll have a lot of that. A lot of expanding and maybe, like I guess, sympathy for, well, growing. But not in anything else, according to the rest of the spread. So I guess, like, I guess they're all right here. So I guess, like, if they have external problems to blame, then they're fine. So, like, if they can just keep fighting and distracting themselves from the real problems, then, oh, they're fine. Great. How about that career? The 4 of Swords, and it's reversed. And so that's, yeah, right. Let's see. So the 4 of Swords reversed is that there's no rest, no retreat, no recuperation. You might want or need it, but they ain't gonna get it. That's their career. Work, work, work. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Work, work, work. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Doesn't sound like a society I want to live in. Damn. Yeah, that's their career. Just being tumbled out of their tombs to work, work, work. Fight, fight, fight. No rest for the wicked. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Because you got no problem having your paradise off the backs of billions, you fucks. No rest for you guys, assholes. No, that's success. The 7 of Wands. Hello. This one's, like, pretty defensive. So, like, this is their success. I guess it's going to be, like, 6 on one hand, half a dozen on the other. Yeah, success. A discussion, wordy strife. So, like, I think, like, they'll win in terms of war and economy, and it's a further card of success. But the problem, yeah, it's a card of valor, but the one on top has the advantage. Gee, that's probably Griffith. But they have the advantage, basically, despite all the monsters and Elfhelm, who will no doubt be fighting, or Rickert and his group. They're going to have the advantage. So I feel like with war, like, they'll have the advantage. Good for them. But that's, like, all they've got going for them, really. Is just strife. Like, that's their only success. I think with everything else, it's not going to end well. I mean, at least not in the long term. So then intuition, which I guess is feelings. Hi, guts. This is the Knight of Swords, which is a very aggressive card. That's their intuition. Yeah, they're going to be sensing that someone's going to be coming after them. Gee, it wouldn't be guts, would it? So I think that's kind of like their feeling that there's just going to be more fighting. Like skill, bravery, capacity, defense, address, enmity, wrath, war, destruction. You know, the drill here, opposition, resistance, ruin. and could signify death. Like I do think that, I mean, you do see it like in the arenas, like there's a lot of arena fighting going on. There's a lot of that going on now, and that's what the people are sensing, like a lot of fighting going on. They know, I mean, they're not stupid. I think they know that all of this is going on, and that's their intuition. Like that's what they sense. Yikes. And then there's home. How's your home? The Seven of Cups. Hello. This means they're dreaming too damn much. It's a contemplative card of rest. So home, I guess, is like the only place they're gonna get any rest. But this is basically like dreaming too much. Like it's like you keep your options open and make no moves. So that's their home. It's basically just kind of ponder things, and even though you're being tumbled out of your tombs and not allowed any rest, because that's what one of the cards signifies, you can still try in the comfort of your own home. So like reflection, sentiment, imagination, see like just contemplating something, attainment, but nothing permanent or substantial is suggested. So like, there's a lot of dreaming going on basically. Well, doesn't that sound familiar? That's what they're going to be doing in their home. A lot of dreams. Because, hey, it is humanity's dream, but it isn't permanent. It's not all that substantial. And even if it is, it's just not going to last. I guess Falconia is not meant to last. I've heard that before. The Pantheon Daemon and Malazan, which is nothing but cruelty. It wasn't meant to last. They're meant to eat each other, because the whole point of it was to cause as much suffering as humanly possible, because it's a long story, but damn. And then in The Aspect Emperor by our Scott Baker, like Kellis admits that his empire was not meant to last. Its only purpose was to fight the consort. And that didn't last, and I doubt it will. I think that's what's going to happen with Falconia. They can dream all they want of whatever paradise they think they have, or they just whatever they think is paradise, they're going to dream of that, but that's all it's going to be. It's not going to last. Ooh, they are not ending well at all as a society. Damn, what a mess. And you can't really just solely blame Griffith here, but I feel like part of the problem, and I've always believed this, is like there is this over-dependence on him. Like that's not good. I don't really believe in like a single unifying leader, because I think it creates a real bad dependency on a person. You see, a person is not death proof. Ideas are death proof. Causes are death proof. Those are bulletproof, you see. So you should never rely too much on a leader, and I think that's what they're going to be doing, and because of it, they will fall apart once he either abandons them, which I doubt, or he falls, or he's just plain not there, and the people will just flounder the moment anything goes wrong. And yeah, you can replace a leader, like that's true, but it's not the same. It's really not the same. You see, at least with a cause, like the changes made evolve slowly over time. Like you can make modifications based on the time period and modern thinking, and as you gain more and more knowledge, like the ideas can be molded. A person is a whole different thing. At least that's how it's just plain not the same. Charlotte is not the same as Griffith. Locust is not the same as him. So I feel like that's what's going to happen. Like, it's just all a dream. And even if it does come to fruition, it's not going to last. Falconia is not meant to last. And I, the legendary Dora V. Criswell, will predict that it will be nothing but a pile of rubble in the end. Thank you. Good night. See you later. Goodbye.